Hi Carson, it's Papa and GT, and we're here in Ireland at the Kilkee Castle. And this is another book about the monkey who lived in Kilkee Castle. His name was Petri. It's called Petri's Next Things. So let's read this one. I'm going to set Petri right here. Petri was a very busy monkey. He was so busy he made himself a list of all the things he had to do. He carried the list with him wherever he went, even when he brushed his teeth and ate his breakfast. Petri loved putting a big giant check mark next to the things he did so he could move on to the next thing on his list. How long his list was. He was very proud of his list. When Petri went to bed, he checked, go to sleep. Sometimes he checked, have sweet dreams. One day, at Percival, the pigeon's birthday party, the other animals wondered why he wanted to leave early. "Why are you rushing off?" asked Finn the fish. "Where do you have to go?" asked Marvin the mouse. "The next thing," replied Petri. "I have to do the next thing." "Ah, the next thing. The next thing is very important," they all agreed. All of the animals looked where Petri was pointing, but they couldn't see the next things. "My next things are out there," said Petri, "and they all have to be checked off my list." Petri rolled up his list of next things and prepared to leave the birthday party. "But what if you don't do the next things?" asked Percy the pigeon. "What would happen then?" "It would be very bad," said Petri, and then he rushed off to do the next thing. His friends wanted to know where he was rushing off to, but he was too busy to answer. The only thing on Petri's mind was the next thing. Petri's friends only had one or two things to do every day. They didn't even need a list. On his way to his next thing, Petri stopped under the oak tree by the river to put a big check mark next to Percy the pigeon's birthday party. "Done," he said. "On to the next thing." He sat in the tree and looked for the next thing on his list. Just then, a gust of wind blew his list of next things into the river. "Oh no," cried Petri. "My next things." Petri's friends heard him. They all tried to help. They followed the list of next things as it floated down the river. Doris the donkey gave Petri a stick. Marvin the mouse tried to fish it out with his fishing rod, but the list of next things floated away. Everyone was very sad for Petri. They all knew how important his list of next things was to him. Here's the fish. He says, "What will you do now, Petri?" Just then, Doris the donkey arrived with fresh new paper. "Here you go, Petri. You can start a new list." Petri looked at the blank paper and thanked Doris. Suddenly, Percy the pigeon flew in. "I was flying over the river just beyond the bridge, and I found your list of next things, caught on a branch in the willow tree." Everyone celebrated. Everyone except Petri. His friends wanted to know what was wrong. "We thought you would be thrilled that we found your important list of next things," they all said. Petri thought about the last few hours. His friends had all tried so hard to help him. He thought about how sad they'd felt for him. And now they'd all stopped whatever they'd been doing because they knew how much he cared about his list of next things. He felt bad for always leaving them to rush off to the next thing. "I've decided that next things can wait," he said. "I want to be here. I want to be here right now." "But you are here right now. What are you doing next?" "It doesn't matter," he said. "Right now is all that matters." The end. And that's the last book about Petri. And we're going to send you Petri, and you can play with Petri anytime you want to. We love you, Carson. Bye-bye.